Shalom, beloved. We'll just give it a little moment for the others to come and join on to us. We are about to receive calls about 10 to 15 minutes into this. We'll just give it a little bit more moment for our brethren and sisters to join on to us, and Jews and Gentiles alike, so we can discuss this. Please give me a one if you can hear me and see me well. Sister Dennis already called. Shalom, beloved.
Yeah, shalom, Big Levi.
Hey, how you doing, beloved?
It's a pleasure to talk to you, brother.
Yes.
All praises to the Father.
Yes.
Yeah, my wife was just telling me that you're having a live show tonight.
Yes, sir. We are live right now. Just to give you a little. Well, there you go. The phone. You're going to sometime. For instance, I got like 2 more call coming up, and the call can drop sometime. The people that are called, it will go straight to voicemail. There's nothing we can do. Is there anything you want to share with the nation, beloved?
Yes, I had a dream last night,
Go ahead.
and I'm very curious about. I had a son that passed away several years ago, and he came to me in my dream, and he was like very, very, very tall. I mean, he's normally a short kid. He's about maybe 5'11", but I would say he was close to 7 feet or better when I seen him. And he was very thin, very young looking, and his face was smooth. His skin was like pure, and I just can't make out what the dream meant. I don't know. It's
Hmm.
just
Okay. So, what was there any interact? Was there any interaction in the dream? Did he
we
talk to you?
spoke. We spoke, but the words I cannot remember, sir. I cannot remember any of the words that we spoke about. None of them.
Okay.
I
This.
know that I had to look up to him, and I'm 6 feet too, and I had to look up, up, up to him.
Okay,
But
so you said he was about like 7 tall when he was in the dream with you, and he appeared in front of you. What was his countenance? Was it sad? Was it neutral? Happy? What was it?
it was neutral. His demeanor was very neutral. I was in the room with other people, and he came through the room from another room, and we all looked around. But I can't remember who was with us, but I know I saw him, vividly. He was tall. He was well dressed. He was well groomed. His hair was well groomed because he always kept his hair up, and it was just like it's a lovely vision to see him, but it just kind of stunning.
Okay. All right. There are a couple of things with that. Did you participate in the annual ancestral communication that we did for the nation? For instance, um, I don't know if Sister Kayla is watching and other people watching from November 1st to all the way to November the 30th or the 31st, I believe the 30th. We have what we call we communicate with our ancestors, we communicate with the dead, so to speak. We pour a little coffee, a little water, a little booze. We freed the spirits that were under the altars. For instance,
Mhm.
in the good book, they said our brethren are under the altar, suffering and complaining to the mighty one. When
Mhm.
is this thing going to be over? So we every November we do this privately. We didn't do it this year. We didn't do it publicly like we are going publicly now, but we indeed did this privately. Were you participate in that, or were you aware of that?
No, sir, I wasn't even aware of that.
Yeah,
No.
well, one thing that we did, we pour some libation or oblation for the ancestors and the one that passed. We had freed them.
Hmm.
So in this dream, the fact that you see him well dressed, well groomed, it's one thing. It's one positive things. But the other is it's very private. One of the main reasons why you can't remember the conversation that you had with him, that's very private. I would suggest that you go into deep meditation and see what it is. But I would say this is a
Mm.
very positive things, that you see him well dressed, well groomed, because some of the time when people have um, dreams or vision, when they see their loved one that had made transition, and they are dressed in a horrible way, or they're in a horrible position, which mean wherever they are in the astral plane, it's not a good place. So with the fact that you see him being tall and he was well
Mhm.
dressed, somewhere around 7 foot, which is perfection,
Mhm.
this is a good sign. So I don't want to get into the details, like, how did it pass away, or what was the cause of death, or anything like that, and what age he was. But this is private, because the fact that you can't remember the conversation that you two had, I say this is a greetings. It's more like a reunion. It's more like,
Mhm.
I will see you soon, or I'm coming back soon, or something, some form of reunion. Now, again, beloved, when I say reunion, it doesn't necessarily mean that, hey, somebody gonna make transition and stuff like that. A reunion could be, it can come in many forms. Okay, it can come in many forms. Most likely on a blessing form. What I would recommend right now for you to do is to go up upon his grave and then bring a little coffee with no. Again, beloved, I don't know if you're into these things, because a lot of our people, they are afraid of stuff like that. If your son come to see you in your dream, you owe turn to him to go to his grave and put a proper flower. Bring his favorite food or favorite drink, the things that he loved the most. Bring some coffee with no sugar, no milk, nothing, no decaf,
Mhm.
just plain coffee. Pour it
Yeah.
over there, and do a libation, and talk to him. Tell him you receive the message. You don't understand the message yet, but you receive it, and you're glad that he had visited you. That's what I would recommend.
Wow. I was thinking about what you were saying about do the meditation to try to see if I can go inner within
Hmm.
and find out what the conversation was about.
Yes.
But it was more like as he was there, it was communication, but not with words, but with like I was say telepathy like type of deal.
Yes.
Because I don't remember no words, but I could feel him, and I'm quite sure he could feel me. So it wasn't like we was like talking like we're talking now, but I got to go into meditation to figure this out because it felt more like we just communicated through telepathy more than words.
Yes.
So
The way that you communicate with it, I had a similar situation where I was in somewhat in the spiritual realm, and I had the conversation, but it was not through verbal. It was more like a feeling. And
yeah,
brother, let
yeah,
me tell you,
mm,
it was intense. It was the
mhm,
intense feeling. It's just the intense feelings of joy, the intense feelings of
mhm,
sadness, the
mhm,
intense
yeah,
feelings of
yeah,
happiness. It's just a
yeah,
feeling. You can feel what the person is feeling, and it's
mhm,
better that way. And when you felt something, because a lot of people can talk with we talk with the talk, but do we really mean what we are saying? But when you felt what the person is feeling,
right,
that's
right,
something else. That's something else. Yes. So then
yeah,
again, beloved, I don't want to offend anyone. That's what I would recommend if you are into these things, because most likely he has something he wants to pass on to you, something he wants
right,
to tell you, some stuff that he knows. There are things that he can do on the other side that you can't do, and there are things that you can do on this side he can't. So you guys gonna have to
right,
work together to
right.
bring whatever that needs to be brought.
So just coffee and some type of food that he liked.
Yes, the food that you know that he likes the most. Send
Mm,
me a text and I will send you the proper preparation. I'll send you the
okay.
prayers to say it, and then to talk to him, so to speak.
Wow. Thank you, Big Lever. I appreciate it, brother. You are a blessing. You are a blessing.
You're welcome.
Thank
Shalom.
you very so on.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The cold is getting better. The only thing that the sister sent me this little stuff right there. This thing is super good. Organic elderberry, vitamin C. It's 60 grams. I love this thing. So I'm doing better. Yes, beloved. Somebody call. I will call the person later. We had done this for the well, we do this every year. However, we did not come publicly with it because of the backlash that we had received when we do those things publicly. Okay, and whenever you do those stuff, people that do not understand them, they quickly yelp witchcraft. Okay, they quickly condemn what you have experienced. You saw your loved one in a dream. This is the devil trying to trick you. Okay, because that's how they think. That's how the church made them think. Anytime you see a loved one or anybody that passed, oh, that's like zombie voodoo and stuff like that. Run away, go to his grave and then break the grave or take a massive duke over there and give your life to Jesus and stuff like that, because that's how they taught our people. But now we're back to our roots. We're back to our culture. We're back to our traditions, and we're all doing the things the way that we're supposed to do. All right. I was going to let me go ahead and call the I believe a sister was trying to call. See if I can call the sister right back. Again, like I said, sometime the call will connect. Some
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, beloved. You just call. Would you like to share
Yes,
something with the nation?
yes, brother.
Shalom, beloved. You may want to mute your TV or
I did.
whatever.
I
Okay,
did.
go ahead.
Brother Levi, hi. Shalom. Um, this is Sister Belinda Crowell. I've had numerous dreams containing numbers, and I can't remember them all, but this one last night stayed with me with the numbers 1324. And are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and just want you to know I can't remember anything about the dream other than the numbers. And if you can clarify that for me.
Oh,
And one more thing before I get off the phone, I'm having issues with my telephone, and everyone in the chat room that called me out personally, shalom to them. I don't know what's going on with my phone, and I apologize that I couldn't greet them personally. But shalom, shalom, brethren and sisters. And that's all I wanted to say.
thank you, beloved. All right.
Yeah.
Before we go into the dream, talk about the phone and the electronics that are going on.
Okay.
A couple of days ago, there was an article that came out. It was all over the news, but they kept it very, very quiet.
Okay.
The Earth was hit by one of the biggest solar flare,
Okay.
and it knocked out a lot of communication. It did that a year ago. It knocked out the communication, and what had happened is uh, the way that the devices are behave right now, it's abnormal. It's not.
Okay.
It's not. It's not proper. That's why they
Right.
have a huge issue over there, especially down there in Florida with the weather.
Okay.
Beloved, we are in the winter. Today, December the 21st, is the first day of winter. You got
Mm-hmm.
flooding, brethren, going on in the East Coast. You
Mm-hmm.
have like rain, so much rain. In Florida right now, the weather is very ominous. It's very threatening. It's all over. So that's to
Yes.
clarify the phone things. Then again, like I
Okay.
said, beloved, I don't know what's going on, and just tell the people we try not to be rude to folks. If you call or if you are talking, the call drop or something happen, it's just it is what it is. Okay,
It's
all right,
just what
beloved.
it is. Yes.
Okay,
Yes. That's
now
why I wanted everyone to know that I received it, but I can't reply right now.
yes, all right.
So thank you.
You're welcome. Now, concerning your dream, one, 3, 2, and 4. Now, this is a sequence of four numbers. Of course, the four numbers, the four elements: fire, water, air, and earth. And as we know, beloved, fire is the first element that was born from the Akasha realm. Then water comes, and air and earth. Fire is electric, water is magnetic. Air and earth, they are buffer element, especially air. Air is a buffer element between fire and earth is earth is tetrapolar. Earth has all the elements in it. So now, when you see the sequence one, I'm trying to repeat it exactly. Please
What?
correct me if I'm wrong. You say
One,
one,
1, 3,
one,
2,
three,
4,
1, 3, 2,
2,
4.
4. Yes, sir.
Okay, those are the we can say 1, 2, 3, 4. But
Mm-hmm.
but the sequence come out 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay.
Yes,
Now, if we add all of them together, okay, it's 10.
yes,
1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 equal 10. Of course, the number 10 is very sacred to us here,
yes,
and
yes.
it's the binary number. Okay, that is
Mm-hmm.
that's the binary 0 and 1, which in computer we use 0 and 1. When it's 0, the computer is off. When it's in 1, it's on, just like on and off. We use that in
Mm-hmm.
computing. So now, of course, we know number 10 to us it represented, uh, Michael, which is in the mist.
Yes,
Of course,
yes,
it's a form of protection. Now,
yes,
however, it will depend because everything is bipolar. Excuse me for the word. Everything is two-sided. For us, this is protection.
yes,
For the others, it's something else. Now,
yes,
let us focus and worry about protection. It's a form of protection. Now, what excuse me, what strike my enthusiasm, it's the sequence 1, 3, 2, 4, but not one,
yes.
two, three. Now, we know for a fact the number 369, the sequence 369 is a loop. Okay, the number nine, once the only one loop your number nine, whatever sort of blessing you looped in there, you're good. Whatever sort of
Mm-hmm.
curse, you there. We were looped
Yes,
in number nine because we were going into our curses. We were going through the destruction. Now we come out of this loop, and then it's for the other side to be a number nine, and the destruction side we are in number nine, and the protection or the blessing side. So what I can get from this is a form of protection, is a form of blessing, the
I,
sequence. Okay,
that's what I thought.
yeah, it's a sequence. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from this. If anyone in the nation you have something else to add on to that, please call us or put it in the comment board or the chat room. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Levi. I love you. I love my family. And thank you for doing God's will. Uh, what
Thank you.
you just said is what I felt within my spirit.
That's what it is. That's what it is, beloved. Always,
Yeah.
beloved. Always trust your gut. And number
Yes,
one, never go against your gut because the
never.
gut is people think the gut is something. No, it's your guide, your guardian angel. It's a spirit that telling you, hey, that's what it is. Okay, all right,
Oh, thank you. I won't hold up anymore, any
all
more
right.
time. But I thank you. I thank you.
Shalom.
Shalom. Love you, family. Bye.
All right, bye. Okay. Oh boy, I think my nose is clearing up. I think somebody else did call. Boy, it seems this is from Georgia. It seems it was yesterday. One of the uh, I don't know if I should call the person because I don't want to call. Anyway, let's try. I don't. This person could be at work or whatever because it's a missed call. But it's from yesterday. I'm not quite sure. See what's going on here.
Please leave your message for
Okay. All right. Hmm. Okay, give me a moment. Let me figure out something right quick. In the meantime, let's listen to a little music. You can call now, beloved, while I'm doing this. You may want to retry something went wrong. Whatever. Man. Just go ahead and you can call now. Please put the phone number into the chat room so the people can see it. All right, I think it's almost done. Okay. All right then, we're good. So yeah, um, I was gonna taking calls, but anyway, the people start calling now. You can call anytime while we are having this little discussion concerning the timeline, the visions, and the dreams. Again, beloved, like we said at the beginning, anytime you have a dream, you see your loved one. Anytime you have a dreams that you see your loved one or somebody that had made transition, and it doesn't necessarily mean this is something bad or it is something that is negative. Okay, remember there are a lot of stuff we don't know. There are a lot of stuff that 83 had taught us they are negative when in fact it's quite the opposite. Okay, so now the thing we can do with those things, like I said before, when it happened, brethren, we write it down, we meditate upon it. We meditate. And we do not share it with the profane. You bring it here with the nation. You share it with the nation. You share it with the like-minded people. See, with the nation over here, we talk and we grieve together. Okay, I believe we have somebody that call um sister. Shalom, beloved sister. What you got for the nation?
Shalom, Big Levi. Shalom to the nation. Um, I wanted to call because I was curious to know if anyone has been having dreams of like visitation. Um, I had a dream. Well, it was real. Like I like to call it a vision, but I guess I was awake in this dream. And it was in the middle of the night. You just knew it was in the middle of the night. And I was sitting on the side of my bed. I don't know why the bed was on the floor, but because I have a bed frame, but it was on the floor, though I had the headboard and everything. And I was able to sit there fully clothed, everything, just the way like I was waiting for someone. And it was someone else laying in the bed next to me, more say on the other side. And but as I'm sitting there and I'm like just waiting, I'm just waiting. I just feel that I'm waiting. And but I turn my head and I see a being standing there. I don't know what to call it, but it was a being. I could move. I couldn't speak because I wanted to ask, like, what are you doing here? Like, but I couldn't speak, but I can move. Um, the being looked like human like, but it wasn't human. Um, the color was a bluish looking grayish type. It was something about his eyes. It was bald. They had that bald head, but it wasn't how they portrayed the aliens to be or whatever and stuff like that. It wasn't like that, but it was bald, and you can tell that he was not, I guess, human, but he was human. Like he was dressed, he had on clothes, and the body proportions was kind of normal. Like I don't really remember seeing any fingers and stuff, but as far as I could tell, like the legs and the arms looked regular. Was like normal. And yeah, it was just something about his eyes, because that's like, even after I woke up, I just kept saying, his eyes, the eyes. It's something about the eyes. And I tried to wake the person next to me. It was like they was wrapped up in the covers, knocked out. It was like the middle of the night. They was knocked out. They would not get up. I even got up and ran around the bed to try to wake the person that was laying there. I didn't get to see a face or anything, but they just wouldn't get up. So as I was kneeling on the side trying to wake them up and shake them, I was like already down, and by the time I turned towards that being that was standing there, I was on my knees. And when I opened my mouth, the only thing that will come out is Yah, and I say Yah 3 times, and then that's all. That's all. I came out of it, and I'm just, I'm just trying to figure out, like, is this some type of visitation of some sort? Because for me, honestly, after I seen that, the first thing that came to my mind was was how they say, like, they come in like a thief in the night, and blessed are those who are aware, so you won't be caught in your shame. So that's what came to mind as I, just think of it, and I just keep going through it because I'm just trying to like what was it? What was it? What is it? And yeah,
Okay,
and like I
so
said,
go ahead.
I was just saying, like, the being, it was, like I said, it was, I knew that it was a being there, and it was human like, but I knew it wasn't human. Yeah, like it wasn't like us, but as far as the form and the body and everything, it was like human like, but the color, the complexion and stuff, no. And it was just something about those eyes.
All right. Well, again, just like the beloved brother that called the first time, it seems there's a lot of communication that's all going on through feelings and telepathy. We have not, well, some of us have developed this type of, some of us have developed this type of, I would say, way of communication, this type of gifts and abilities. However, most of us do not. I myself, I still have struggle developing the abilities to communicate through telepathy, which mean through imagery and feelings, which is emotion. Now, the being that you saw in your room, what I'm getting here, of course, you asked the people, have they get any visitation? I'm assuming that you are not one of the students. Are you one of the students that study with us privately?
No, I don't do the classes.
Yes, well, well, the students, the intra templum, we have an idea of what's going on because we've been in contact with things like that. We saw
Okay.
something, we had studied. We have the ability now to go at will and go communicate
Mm-hmm.
with go other places, to go other dimension, other planets, other universes, and other things. We have this ability now to do those things. So unfortunately, I cannot divulge this information publicly right now because of the sensitivity of the information. However, I say this: you're gonna need to do a lot of meditation, deep meditation, beloved. So when we say deep meditation, there's a level of it. See, if you do 5 minutes meditation a day, and each week you add 5 more minutes, once you start, that is, if you have time, once you start reaching an hour into meditation, you will start breaking into things. You will start seeing lights, colors, kaleidoscopes, things gonna start appearing. You're gonna start breaking through. The more time you spend in your meditation, then things gonna come back to you. Literally quiet your mind. But with this dream that you had right now, I'll say this is positive. I don't see anything threatening there. Then again, if it was anything
No, it
bad,
wasn't threatening at all. I didn't feel any fear. The thing, and
yes,
even when I called on Yah, when I opened my mouth, and he just, it's like it gave me a smirk and tilt his head to the side as if he was to say, "Oh, you can see me," or "Oh, you know him," or like he just, like, it was like a little smirk. But I didn't have any fear. I just wanted to know, like, okay, who are you? Why are you here? Like, but I couldn't speak.
well,
And when I was able to speak, the only thing I can say was Yah.
yes. One thing our people need to understand: when you met those, I'm assuming, when you met those highly intelligent entities, they will not speak with words with you. That's why we need to meditate and use our telepathy. That's why you need to
Mm-hmm.
be in the same frequency that they have, so you can communicate with them through emotion and feelings. They will not come say,
Mm-hmm.
"Hello, my name is Peter," and stuff. They will beam things into your mind. They will beam things into you. You need to be able to withstand the vibration. And brother, let me tell you, it's not all fun. It's not all fun. Some of the vibration they are sending are super fun. But let's say you get a Madimite vibration. This is not fun at all. A Shabbatite vibration, it's not fun at all. A Shemashite vibration will kill you. But a Nogahite vibration, for those of you that understand this, those certain people can stand that. So now, brethren,
Mm-hmm.
we are entering a period now. Our people are communicating with higher being. They try to establish a communication with you, but the reason why they do that, because they know you have the ability. But are you ready yet? You have the
Mm-hmm.
ability. Now you need to hone into meditation and try to communicate telepathically, but you have to cleanse yourself, cleanse your soul, like we're doing through our lessons and stuff like that. I mean, if you were a student, it would have gone, you would have understand it much more clearer, say why those things are contacting you. Anytime something come to you and try to talk to you, because they have a message for you. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So I recommend meditation upon that.
Okay. I thank you so much.
You're welcome.
May I ask you another question?
Go ahead,
You
beloved.
know, I keep having repeated dreams of like of positive pregnancy tests, and like I said, I've that, like, my tubes are tied, and I don't expect it. I'm not. It's not something that I desire. I already have 9, and I'm just like, the way it just comes as if I'm holding the test, or like, I could just be getting the message of, okay, that's what you are. You are pregnant. Like, somebody's telling me, even though I'm telling them I'm not. And I'm like, are you sure? Because in my dream, I start letting them know I can't be. And so it's just like, I just keep having these repeated dreams. And I know it, I know it has to, I know it's trying to tell me something. And I know before, and I did meditate on that very, very, very well. I meditate a lot quite often. I see a lot of things, and a lot of things appear before me. But it's just like some things like that, like as if I guess I must be missing something, or I'm just not getting it, because I'm like, it's just a repeated It's like a just a repeated thing, and I have that dream often, more than often, to tell me like, oh, you're pregnant. Whether it's them telling me, whether someone's telling me in the dream, or I'm just holding a test, or like I'm looking at myself. And well, I don't. I think I hope you understand what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna be looking at myself, holding it, or just shining in as a reflection, but it's not a reflection, as if I'm just looking out of, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm like, am I missing something?
No. For those of you who remember, a couple of years ago, we had the nation. Everybody was having this dream. They were having dream that they either were pregnant or they were seeing pregnant women walking around. I
Yeah, I
believe.
remember that.
Okay, you remember that? Well, that's
Hmm.
we were talking about this, and when it comes to pregnancy, beloved, back in the Bible days until now, a woman being pregnant, pregnancy or having a child is among one of the greatest blessing you can have. Okay, when a woman become pregnant back then, it was a huge blessing. There were back then, pregnancy were highly regarded more than marriage. When a woman become pregnant, there were a festival, there were a feast going on to celebrate this pregnancy, because there's a huge blessing coming through this person or this nation, this family. Now, the other side is when a woman was, or when a woman is barren. The word barren in the Bible time literally means she is infertile, or she doesn't have the ability to have children. This is another great curse, because we know the Holy One used to, well, we'll say he shot up the womb. The Mighty One
Hmm.
shot up the womb, which means he cursed this woman for not having children, or you do not, you take away the blessing from you. Okay, our blessing come through pregnancy. It was the pregnancy of Isaac that the Abraham was Sarai, later become Sarah, become pregnant, which was a blessing come to Isaac. Okay, and then Isaac has two sons, an angel and a demon. Okay, they were the angelic sons of Isaac, which mean Jacob, the Jacobites, and the demonic sons of Isaac, okay, which mean the Edomites. The angelic sons of Isaac, the name is Anglo-Saxons. Saxons means sons of Isaacs. Anglo mean angelic. But there's the Demo-Saxons, which they never talk about, okay? The Demo-Saxons is or the demonic sons of Isaacs, which is the children of Esau, the demon, the demonic, because you're dealing with light and darkness. So seeing pregnancy is a form of blessing, of course, in the dream that you saw yourself. Well, of course, you do know you cannot get pregnant because tubes tie and all that. It's a form of blessing that is coming, whether it's through you or through the nation. I don't know, but being pregnant is a good thing. It's a form of birth. It's a form of new beginning. It may not be, again, I'm not quite sure if it actually the tube would lose and then you get pregnant. This is far fetched. Although it happened. It happened, but it's far fetched. Far fetched. So I will assume that there's something good that is coming, a new birth is coming, and something good is going to happen through the family. Because beloved, we are in a slow but yet rapid transition into the blessing. So
Hmm.
we have to prepare ourselves, which we are doing now, to receive those things before those things come, Bridget. We're gonna see them, we're gonna feel them, we're gonna know
Hmm.
them. We're gonna see them in our dreams. We're gonna see them in the uh, regular conversation we having during the day, regular activities. You will feel things, just like you can feel when something bad is coming. Just like when you're driving
Yeah.
your cars say check engine, or something is not sound right in the car. Say, man, this thing is about to break down. You get the car break down, but it's pretty much the same thing. When we're seeing those stuff, they are positive things, and I would say keep the vibration high, man. Whatever that blessing is, hey, let it come. That's what I would say on that.
Mm. Thank you so much. Hallelujah.
Shalom, beloved.
Shalom.
All right, thank you. All right. Ah. A little cold here. All right, thank you, beloved. Thank you for the beloved sister. Yeah, things like, excuse me. Uh, when it comes to pregnancy, brethren, there's a lot of things spiritually speaking. We're not going to get into the medical things because we know YouTube really don't like that. I do not want to receive any email tell me that, hey, you were giving medical misinformation and your content were harmful, so therefore we cancel your channel because you are talking about pregnancy, so to speak. But in a spiritual level, when we look at pregnancy, it's a new birth. It's a birth. Now, that's one thing there. Now, remember, brethren, okay, pregnancy. When you're pregnant, the child is there in the spiritual realm. It has to be brought into the physical realm. There will be the birth. Now, for the woman, her pelvis bone or the whole pelvic area will open up and the walls of the oven must disperse. And the entrance of the portal must do what it meant to be doing, stretching. And the sensation is not something that is somewhat in a certain degree enjoyable. There will be pain. Before, sometime, brethren, before the blessing, there must be a painful process. Then you get the blessing. Expecting that. Okay, that's one thing. Let me see if I can get again. If anybody wants to add, oh boy, am I sneezing? All right. If anybody have anything that they want to add, please feel free to call and add your portion. I don't know. I don't know all of it. I only give some of my, uh, um, well, intellect, so to speak. Let me go through the chart room and see the question. I believe some people ask certain question. Sometimes this thing is moving quite fast, and let me go through the chart. In the meantime, I'm gonna let the little music play, and you can call if you wish. Yes, at the end of the podcast, we will speak concerning the prayers that the beloved brother Big Judah was asking. Let me just go ahead and check the question or the inputs of the people, and we will come back onto that. There's a WhatsApp. Again, beloved WhatsApp, sometime it works, sometime it doesn't. Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, brother?
Shalom, beloved. Everything is doing all right. Let me see. Uh, in the meantime, please give me a one if you can hear the sister because this is WhatsApp. Sometimes it doesn't work. Go ahead, beloved.
I had a dream. This was December 15th. The dream started, I was in my house, and in the house, it was 3 days that went by. And in those 3 days, it was pitch black. The first day was dark, the night was dark, the second day was dark, the night was dark, and then going into the third day was dark. The chosen was getting prepared, and it was only their homes that had light. And we all knew that we had to go to this big dirt mound. That's where we knew we were going to get picked up. So on this dirt mound, we're all were gathering, and we literally was seeing on that third day, the sun was starting to rise. And as it rose, we kind of saw a glimpse of this mound. And on top of the mound, it was a beautiful, majestic, large wolf that was gray and white. And we knew it was Big Brother. And so, as he was on this mound, we couldn't get on the mound until he um, gave us orders. And as he was on this mound, he then had us come on top of the mound as he was ascending upward. and I could see his silhouette, which was beautiful. It was almost remind me of like all the chakra colors of the rainbow. And he asked the angels to come and get us and take us to where he wanted us to be. And so as we got over onto the other side, that he told the angels to have us go, I asked Big Brother if I could go back and get two of my family members. And in getting those two family members, one was coming back from working at a construction site. Then it was another family member. She was coming back with him. And I told him, I said, we've got to go now. And I had to pick them up secretly because things were starting to crumble in terms of the other people that were left. And so when I grabbed them, we went through the house. They entered the front. We went through the house, entered the back, and then we had to go back on top of this big mound. When we got back on the mound, there was three angels that came from the sky, broke through the firmament back to the earth, grabbed us. We had to get on their backs. We got on their back. It was two male angels and one female angel. The two family members each got on the male angel, and I got on the female angel. And they were beautiful, majestic. They had golden wings. And when I got on the back, we all went to the other side of where Big Brother was. And when we got there, it was just a small group of us. And one of the ladies in the group said, is this all of us? And he said, I know it seems like it's not a lot of you all, but he said, this is my chosen. And he said, now I'm going to send destruction to the earth. And I woke up.
Great glory, beloved. And
Shalom.
this dream is magnificent. Thank you for bringing this onto the nation. And what's your name, beloved? Ah, I think that's the sister again. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hello.
Yes, sis, did you just call, right? We were talking.
I'm sorry about that. Yes, sir.
Okay,
That was it.
what's your name?
This is Leah.
Okay, Sister Leah. Thank you, Sister Leah, for the dream. Again, this is pretty much self-explanatory right there. The whole nation, we already know what this dream means. All right, so boy, let me just before I go into the dream, brethren, let me tell you, YouTube, the way that they do things right now, they made it impossible when you're doing a live if if your channel is monetized. You either you don't monetize it at all. If you monetize it, they're going to put ad back wherever they wish they feel like. So sometime you might receive at least one or two, I say one or two or three ads through this live, because that's what YouTube does. Okay. We will keep up with this. Now, for those of you that listen to the sister in the dream that she had, listen, before this great destruction come in the midst and destroy every or no, people are not supposed to be here, we are not going to be here. We are not going to be here. We told this many times. Some of us will, some of us have to be here, but the one that are not supposed to be here, they will be. I don't like to use this word, but the Christian love that word. I prefer the word extraction. There will be an extraction. But the Christian love that word, but it will not happen to them. For all the scumbag stuff that they did, and at the end, they're going to get that word. That's not for them. Okay? Excuse me. The priesthood of Mahan lied to them. They ain't gonna go nowhere. They're gonna be here. However, we are going to go somewhere. Again, some of us will go, some of us will stay. Now it will depend on what the one, because somebody gonna have to bring this destruction, man. Somebody gonna have to participate in this destruction. Whether if I stay, I go doesn't matter to me, man. I'm not interested in none of that. All I know, my people's going to be all right. All I know, we are becoming the head right now, and the tail is freaking out. That's all I know. Again, I'm expecting every single one of you, by listening to the dream of the sister, you already know what that means and you know what's going on. Then again, like we said before those things happen, brethren, we always been warned through dreams, visions, and things like that. It happened. And not once, beloved, something we said here had not come to pass. Okay? In a second. All right. Okay. Okay, good. All right then. Like we said before, some of us going to have to be here to lay the smack down, like the sister saying. Some of us got to get some of that smack down, but a lot of us, we're going to be extracted, lift up out of here. Now, beloved, we're about another an hour in. You may still call if you wish. Let us dive into the next part of this quote unquote podcast, if you wish. Tomorrow, our schedule tomorrow is gonna be Friday. Please expected and anticipated an Esau's Trouble video. Most likely, it's gonna be on the other channel, the main channel. For those of you who may not know, today in Prague over there, and 15 people were no more. Okay, there were a popcorn festival in a school, which happened probably the second or third time in Prague. All right, and there was a huge bag of popcorn over there, and it's very bad. 15 people or no more, and everybody's very quiet about it. No one want to speak about it. Okay, now, that's the Esau's Trouble will come out. Forgive me, brethren, it's just the voice. My throat still hurting right here and right there. It was the whole throat, but it seems like it's shrinking. That's why, I couldn't make any more Esau's Trouble, so to speak. But they will be there. All right. Now, a little bit of heads up. For now on, since YouTube demonetized my main channels and the Esau's Trouble videos, we will have our own ad on it. Okay, our own ad in it. It will be ad for our what they call this thing again, Patreon. If you have not been to Patreon, and our upcoming book. Okay, it will be the ad. Now, if somebody in the nation, you have a business you want to promote and things or certain things you want to promote, contact me. We'll make an ad for you. Then again, Brethren, we are doing it. This is called financial fitness. Okay, financial fitness. We are pulling our stuff together. Okay, if you want your ad to play in the channel during the Esau's Trouble, we take a 2-3 minutes break. We do the stuff and stuff. We'll do it. But then again, it's send me your email. Then we will discuss the procedure, so to speak. Expecting the Esau's trouble to be tomorrow or Saturday. Now, concerning the beloved brother Big Judah and the word that he had sent, and of course, we still and we do pray all the time, Brethren. Okay, and we pray all the time, and but this time specifically, today is December the 21st, which is the beginning of the winter solstice to us. Today, the sun start to reaching and the beginning to reaching its lowest point. It will go so low as the 21st is descending now, 22nd descending, 23rd descending, 24th descending, 25th. On the 24th, it will reach its lowest point, and then on the 25th, then it will start going up. That's why they do the Christmas on the 25th, and then the Christmas Eve. That's when the darkness have victory over the light. So, and then after that, you're gonna do this for the light, then you do this for the darkness. Repeat, looping. The brother sent words out there to our brethren to go around where they got powerful ley line. Before I go a little bit into this, which one of you have seen the video of the two-third going at it at the church? But right there, it's like 50 feet from my home. Which one of you had seen the video of the two-third beating the spirit out of each other? Because there's a powerful ley line there. All right. For those of you that saw this video, that's where I personally going to do my prayers. I don't even need to go there because I can stay. Why do you think our prayer is so powerful? Because I stay 50 feet away from this thing. I can draw the energy from there. But because of that, I will go over there, and then we're probably going to stream. We're probably going to stream it to YouTube or what TikTok or whatever that is. We'll stream the hour or whatever. But usually if we do this, it's Christmas time. People are gonna be there. They're gonna go, oh brother, are you worshiping Jesus with us? Okay, no, that's not what that is. Okay, that's has nothing to do with your Jesus. But anyway, that's how I'm gonna do mine. There are several of those key points around. Okay, all right. So you can go anywhere. I personally did. This is where I'm going to go now. Oh boy, there you go. There you go. Oh boy. Huh? Ay, ay, ay. Mhm. There we go. Okay, beloved, I think I must go now. I have to. I have to leave. We unfortunately got certain business I gotta go take care of. We have to leave. So, which before we are leaving, beloved, which one of you have not yet downloaded our 2024 agenda? Which one of you have not downloaded the 2024 agenda? Please go to Patreon. Please, you have to do this, brethren. You have to do this. We'll release a video though. Uh, uh, Please put a link for the Patreon. Download the agenda. And for the people that are doing your shining, today is the 21st, is the best time to do it. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th, and the 30th, 31st, and January 1st. Those are when the energy is very strong. You can draw it all. Better yet, you can harness this energy over there. Okay. Please do this. Somebody put the link through Patreon so you can download it there. If you cannot find ESOP, you can get. Oh boy. Excuse me. What is a good substitute for ESOP or ISOP? Oof, you can contact Sister Maya. I'm pretty sure she got some. Oh boy, Sister Kayla always know the plate. It seems like this plate always escape my mind. Right? But basil. Thank you, Sister K. Basil is a good substitute. You can get basil. Basil and Sister Maya, she has something better than it. Well, something good as good as Aesop. Dry lavender. That's good too. Armoise. Good grief, I keep forgetting this. Armoise is like the top dog. Armoise is the true Aesop. That's what David used. That's what Solomon used. Armoise is the true Aesop. So contact Sister Maya, and she will get you that. Okay, beloved. Unfortunately, I have to go deal with this stuff. Okay, all right. Brethren, we will leave you with peace. We will leave you with love. Tomorrow there is a Esau's trouble. Forgive me again, brethren. My voice is not that good for the Esau's trouble. It's gonna be a little bit woozy, but anyway, it will be done. So I will see you tomorrow, brethren. Okay, keep the prayers. Okay, pray, beloved. Keep on praying, working on yourself, the introspection. All right, get those things out of yourself first. All right, I will see you folks tomorrow. Okay, beloved. Shalom.